Hi YouTube! Wow, so it's been a very long time since my last vlog. 2 months. Yeah, 2 months. So a lot's happened, a lot to get through. Hopefully I can fit it in 10 minutes. I'll just keep an eye on the time. So I'll start back from the beginning. So I was TTCing, we were TTCing for a year, I think a year and 2 months. In my last vlog I was saying I was going to get my test results back that week. Okay, so I went and had my CT scan done. Worst thing in the whole world, hated it. I have a phobia of needles. I really don't like needles. And to have a needle I have to have my partner Rob with me, otherwise I start fretting. So he actually wasn't allowed to in the room, so I had to do it all by myself. So I was laying on this bed and this guy said to me he had to inject ink into my body, and I said, that's a little bit weird. So apparently the ink has to go to your brain so they can see if you have a tumour, because basically that's what they were checking for. So they tried 4 times in one hand, 3 times in the other. They couldn't find a vein at all. So I had to wait about 15 minutes for a doctor to come in, who put a drip in the back of my hand. Finally found a vein. By this time I was crying. And then they said to me, when the ink goes into my bloodstream, I'll get really hot, I'll get really emotional, and I'll feel like I need to go to the toilet. So great, crying already from the needle, and then all this. So they put the needle in, I'm still crying. He just goes, just lay still and we'll put you through. And I was like, cool, no worries. So I was laying still, they put me through, everything was done. I walked out to see Rob, and my doctor had told me that it was all bulk bill, so I wouldn't have to pay anything. Went to the counter and the lady turns around and says to me, that'd be $414, thank you. I was gobsmacked. I was like, I thought this was bulk bill, and she said no, you have to pay for it. So that was one drama. So I went to the doctor probably about 2 weeks after that. I was really scared to go back to the doctor, so I didn't end up actually going. So I went back. She had my test results. She said that my CT scan came back negative for any brain tumours, but I did have a bad case of PCOS. For you that don't know, it's polycystic ovary syndrome. So basically she said I would ovulate about 3 times a year if I was lucky. And I have a 45% chance of a miscarriage when I finally do get pregnant, which was very scary. Rob was actually working away. He was away at work at the time that I got the results, so I went and saw my mum. Spent probably the whole day crying. So the doctor had said to me that I need to lose at least 10 kilos. I don't know if you can tell, but I have lost a little bit of weight from, especially here. I've lost probably about 10 kilos. And that she wanted to send me to a specialist in Perth to start on some fertility. 4 or 5 weeks ago, Rob and I sat down and had a bit of a chat about it, about having a baby, and we were really ready. And because I wasn't working, I'm still not working, our finances right, and we sort of came to the conclusion that we might put it off for a little bit longer, and yeah, I guess wait probably another 3 years before we start trying again, and that way we'll be financially secure enough. Hopefully I'll have a good job. We'll hopefully have our own house and just be really settled. And yeah, so we've put it off. A bit sad, but I think it is the right thing to do. And since then, probably about 3 of my friends have found out they're pregnant, so it was kind of good, I guess. Sorry about that. There was someone weird pulling out the front of my house. So yeah, so that's been put off for a while. Now basically I'm just working on getting a job. I've been for a couple of interviews, like nothing's come out of them really. And we're looking at getting a house next year, hopefully, the end of next year, buying our house. And I'm just basically trying to get healthy, trying to lose some more weight, eat a little healthier and exercise more. And Rob, as you know, does bodybuilding. So he wants to get into cage fighting, which is really scary. I don't think I can watch, but I guess that's his hobby. Okay, so on to more exciting stuff. We got a puppy! I'll show you. Okay, she was very hard to catch. I've got her now. So this is Lila. Say hello. Ooh, hello. She's very dirty. She's been out in the backyard digging. But yes, she's 16 weeks and she's a Maltese Shih Tzu, and we love her. She's like my baby. She sleeps next to the bed and we get hugs every night because Rob works away. I needed some companion, so that's her. She's very naughty and very feral. She likes to chew toilet paper and printer paper, so very different, but I have to keep an eye on her because last time she chewed my thong. I've never had a dog before, so I don't know what they get up to, but she took my thong outside and chewed it to bits. Okay, so more exciting news. Rob and I were actually talking on the phone because he works away about 3 weeks ago. And I said to him, look, now that we're not having a baby, I feel like we need to do something. We've been together almost 4 years and I'm ready for the next step. And he said, is the next step getting married? And I was like, yeah, well, I guess. I said, I'm 22 this year, he's just turned 25, so I mean, we're at a good age to get married. And so we had a bit of a discussion about it, and he said, right, I'm not ready right now. I said, that's fine. And he said, what about next year? I said, next year would be awesome. I said, I'm going to need time to plan the wedding, and his family is actually from New Zealand, so we'll have to send over save the date cards well in advance so they can save for their tickets and things like that. So yeah, we haven't actually got the ring yet. Hopefully getting it in the next couple of months. I've already chosen the one I want, but Rob said he's going to get what he wants, which is fair enough, I guess. So hopefully we're getting that in the next couple of months. But I said to him, I still want him to propose. I want the romantic walk on the beach and down on one knee, all that sort of jazz. So I have been doing a lot of planning. We've actually booked it for the 29th of October 2011, which is October next year. Lots and lots of planning being done in the last couple of weeks. I guess you get really excited when you first get engaged. I guess they're engaged. I haven't got the ring yet, but I've basically got our ceremony place worked out, our reception place worked out, and now my friend is actually a caterer, so she's doing all the catering at a really good price for me. So yeah, I'm actually going to be doing wedding vlogs, which is very exciting, planning my wedding vlogs. Vlogs. Okay, so I wanted to give a shout out to a couple of people who I haven't actually spoken to for a while. So the first one is Tasha. Congratulations on the Big Fat Positive. Awesome news. I'll be following you all the way through your pregnancy. Let's hope your vlogs keep up. Now there's Saffronaby, who's planning her wedding. Love your blogs. Make me laugh so hard. You and your partner are perfect for each other. Now there's also Angel, who's planning her wedding. Gorgeous, perfect ideas. Love your channel. And soon to be Mrs. Lowe. I love it. And also Miss Bride. That's my phone. Sorry about that. It's actually Rob ringing. Miss Bride, love your channel, awesome. So yeah, after this vlog I'll actually be doing my first wedding vlog, which is very exciting. Some awesome news about the venue and the planning that I've done so far. So stay tuned for my wedding vlogs. Thanks guys, bye.